Or well,
The,
I don't know.
the main core ones.
Yeah.
The main core ones. They're still missing. I wish my Ankylosaurus and Gears was in there, but he's not. I loved him as a kid.
All the ones that I've heard of are in there.
Yeah, the main ones: Rodan, Ghidorah, Mothra, and Godzilla. Those are the ones that everybody knows. Those are the ones that deserve to be in there. But like, part of me wants to see Mechagodzilla in. Part of me hopes that in next year with Godzilla versus King Kong, the secret villain or the secret monster is Mechagodzilla from another world. I would freak the fuck out if that was the case. Or Gigan. I don't know if you ever heard of Gigan.
I've heard of Gigan.
It's such a weird as fuck design, but I love it. But yeah, King like if Endgame wasn't coming out, King of the Monsters would just be nothing. I would be talking about nothing but King of the Monsters because it's just and the Detective Pikachu, like fuck, man.
When is Pikachu coming out?
May 10th. It's like 2 weeks away.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I'm super excited for that movie. Like that last trailer, like
I'll probably watch that in the Imagine cinemas.
Yeah. The last trailer was like, using that song. I'm like, fuck, you're gonna make me cry during a Pokemon movie again, aren't you? I did this in 1998. I don't need to do this again, man.
Oh, okay. You guys recording?
I am, but Justin's talking off screen.
Okay.
But I am recording, Captain.
Okay. The microphone is conveniently located where his webcam would be, so I can't see it.
I still have to watch Ant-Man and Wasp and Avengers: Infinity War, so I'm saving Ant-Man and Wasp for Saturday, and then I'm watching Infinity War on Sunday, and then Monday it's over. Well, not over, but this era is over.
And you don't have to watch any more movies ever again.
No, I'm never doing another rewatch. No, if whatever they're building up to next, it starts at or Spider-Man Far From Home, and that's it. I am not watching Iron Man 1. I'm not watching 40 fucking movies. I'm not doing that.
I'm just saying, like, no, all the movies are done.
Now it's like
they cancel all movies after Monday.
Yeah, it's canceled. Everything's canceled.
You'll get your Godzilla and Pikachu, and that's it.
That's it. No Spider-Man. Everything just goes.
Yeah.
I don't feel so. Hollywood just goes. I don't feel so good as a collective.
It just evaporates off the planet.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, roar.
Roar to you too.
I'm back.
Hi.
Are you recording, buddy?
I am now.
Okay, cool.
Alright, I'm recording, and we're live. And I have to stop my fan on my computer just keeps making weird noises. I don't like it. It's one of the ones on the case, you know.
Yeah, I think I can kind of hear it a little bit, unless it's just
like it rattles.
Well, that's me. That's me, like trying to make it actually sound good, but it does go and it sucks.
Because mine does that, like when I first turn it on, like I guess the motor kicking on or whatever.
Yeah.
So it could be like the motor and the fan is going bad.
It started like that, and then now it's just bad.
Yeah.
So I just like stop it, and then it starts back up.
Yeah, cheap fans, you got to replace them every now and then.
I just take the case off my computer. I don't even need fans.
Yeah. I've seen like some cool ones online where it's like people just basically mounted like the motherboard onto a wall.
Yeah.
And like everything just comes out from that. It's like it's a wall feature.
Yeah.
Like the whole computer is a wall feature.
That's real cool.
I kind of want to do that in my new office, but I'm not going to.
All right. Yeah. Everyone okay? We're good to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine.
I'm feeling a bit better since I took my allergy medication.
That's good.
All right.
I feel better if Callie gets in my lap.
Aww.
Will you? She's looking at me.
That's the big fluffy one, right?
Yeah.
The calico?
I mean, she's not big. She's very small. But...
Oh,
this one,
She looks big in pictures.
She looks big.
Oh, she's very small.
Nope.
I mean, like, the fact that she's the oldest one and is also the smallest one means she's very small.
Oh.
But she's also very fluffy, so she's deceiving.
She want to go? No.
But like, she's been the same size since she was a kitten, basically. Like, I got her when she was like 6 months old, and she hasn't grown.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
She's pretty small. She's gotten around her, but she hasn't like grown physically.
All right. And I'm starting in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Charge Shot Gamescast. Each and every week, friends gather around and talk about video games they've been playing and news going on in the world and things going on in their lives. Today, I have with me Justin
Hi.
and Ben.
You must have an online connection to listen to this podcast.
Oh shit! Unlike Mortal Kombat, we can actually be wireless or whatever.
Like technically, that is true, unless you download it in advance.
Yeah, you download it and then you take it offline.
Yeah, but like, what if you don't have the option to download it and like you only can listen to it via Wi-Fi or via connected to the Ethernet to the internet?
We're not video games.
Sleazy business tactic.
I'm sure some Silicon Valley podcasters doing that shit.
At least we don't offer microtransactions. We're a microtransaction-free podcast.
We can offer Justin's cute cat pictures for 99 cents a picture, or you can buy the value set for $10.99 for a whole year.
And it comes with lewds.
Exactly. You get all that cat butt.
What? It's still be weird.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
So yeah, today we're gonna be mostly talking about, I guess, Mortal Kombat for our game discussion.
Pretty much, that's all I played.
I've got some other stuff.
So if Justin wants to go first.
Yeah, I didn't want to like front load it with the depressing Mortal Kombat talk.
It won't be that depressing.
It's not that depressing, but it is still.
It's not that depressing.
Yeah.
It's but like I feel like it's going to become like it's going to start out like, oh yeah, the game's fun, and then it's just immediately going to go downhill.
Yeah.
So like I want to start better. So yeah, I did actually get to play a few things in this last week because I finished my Mortal Kombat video, and I started off with some Forager. I mentioned that last week that I got a code for that, and so I jumped into it. It's not quite what I thought it was. I still really like it. Like actually, I've been trying to kind of get to the point where like I've got enough stuff unlocked that I can like kind of show the game off, because I do want to get some content on it for the site, so I'm going to try to keep this brief to entice people to watch a video that I plan to make on it. But yeah, basically it's kind of like the kind of grindy mobile game type thing where I don't mean that in a bad way. Where like as you level up, you get access to more stuff that you can do in the game, but it starts off very simple. So like you start off on a very small little island, which I was like, is just the tutorial and then it'll put me in the actual game? No. Like at level 1, you just have an island, a pickaxe, and like some, trees and stuff on the island with you. And like as you hack away at things, you like earn experience. You get like the stuff on the island, like rocks, wood, different like minerals, things like that. And each level you can put like a skill point into some kind of new thing. So like you might unlock like a forge, or like blacksmithing abilities, which I think is what the forge is, but whatever. Or like better farming abilities, or new tools, or like magic and weapons and like all kinds of stuff. You can kind of branch out in any direction you want. And so the kind of the grind is to like basically make money. So like you can make money by either selling things if you get a certain skill that lets you just like sell things out of your discard, or if you open up a market where you can sell your stuff there, or you can just basically make money by like turning gold nuggets into like gold coins, and then you buy like land expansions that have new stuff on them. So you might unlock one that has like a treasure chest, and you have to like craft a key to open the treasure chest, or you might unlock one that just has like a new type of animal or enemy or something like that like becomes available on all of your other islands. So there's kind of an incentive to like keep branching out. like keep selling more things to buy more land and branch out your civilization. But the overall grind is basically like leveling up to get more stuff with your skill points each level. So the whole kind of draw to it was that it's a mix between like Stardew Valley and Zelda. And I don't really get the Zelda part outside of like, I guess, you do eventually like get the ability to craft weapons and things like that. And maybe there's dungeons, I don't know. I have one square that has like a treehouse on it. And like there's a kind of a guy there with a quest to like bring him fireflies and bottles. So I have to like craft bottles and then catch the fireflies and bring them to him.
Oh, that's the Zelda part.
Yeah. And like I don't know if maybe when I complete that quest he opens up his treehouse and there's something in there, or like how this all works. But like it feels a little too grindy. Like I feel like there's some really good mechanics in this game, but because of the grind, like you won't see them until you're level 15, level 20, something like that. I think I'm like level 12 now. And like again, depending on which kind of way you branch out your skill tree, you might not even access any of like the weapons or anything for a while if you just focus on farming or just focus on economy, things like that. There's a whole like magic set that I haven't even touched yet. So it's got kind of a weird progression system, but I do enjoy the grind. Like things pop up on your island enough, like the minerals and stuff replenish, that like after a few islands you're kind of going around and like I just unlocked a museum, for example. So like in the museum it's basically saying like bring me 50 of each thing you can collect, and like as you complete the collections you get a reward. So like right now I'm kind of forgotten about all the crafting stuff that I was doing, so I'm just trying to like mass gather everything to take to this museum. It's super fun, but it's very like unstructured. You can just kind of do whatever you want as you unlock islands and find out what's on them. So yeah, it's really interesting actually. Like it's a much more unique game than I expected, but it's also a lot of grind. Like just know that you will spend probably 5 or 6 levels just like unlocking the ability to do anything.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
Get off like the first island you're on. It's that kind of game. Like the mechanics are drawn out as you get to them, basically. But I do kind of wish it was just like you level up and you get new stuff. The fact that there's like a skill tree element to it where like you can branch out in one direction and leave all the others behind means that like you can get really good at one thing. So like let's say you take the like the crafting route. So like you can unlock like really complex like ingredients and stuff like that, and like recipes and stuff to use in like one of the the forge type things. Like I said, there's a forge, there's like a blacksmithing like anvil thing, there's like a fabric like a weave. I've gotten like an alchemy table, like all kinds of stuff, and each one has kind of its own list of recipes and things like that. And as you move on, you unlock like new recipes for those things. So like I just unlocked leather in my my weave. So like I can make fabric and leather. And like as you keep going in that path, you might unlock other things like iron and what I don't know what else. I haven't done that path. But like you can really specialize yourself, but then you can't do anything else to actually get the stuff that you unlocked, if that makes sense. Because like for example, I just got a shovel, and I was trying to get more bottles to capture more fireflies in, but I was never finding sand. Like the only time I'd find sand is occasionally like a fish trap. I'd get it for some reason, like as just as junk. And you need sand to put down to glass to turn into bottles. Once you get a shovel, you can just dig up sand, a lot of it. I didn't know that. I would have invested in the shovel a lot earlier. So it's that kind of thing where it's like, because it lets you kind of choose the path you go on, like you could go a long time without being able to access anything for the islands that you have available. So I like that it kind of gives you the freedom to explore as you want, but I wish there was a little more structure to the level up system. Like some things you just automatically get, but also you can put points into other things, that kind of thing. But it's a cool game. Like I definitely recommend checking it out. It is coming to Switch in the future. I've got it on PC because that's what they give you for codes. But I was actually just playing it for the podcast, and like it's a good thing if you just want to like, you know, catch up on TV shows or watch YouTube videos or something like that, and like have something going. It's not quite to like the clicker grind like Thomas used to love, but it's very much like kind of a passive gaming experience where you're just going around, you know, collecting ingredients and stuff like and minerals and stuff, while you're doing other stuff. Aside from that, I jumped back into some Injustice 2, some of that story, Monday night before Mortal Kombat 11 came out, just because I wanted to, you know, experience some NetherRealm fighting. And I had thought about doing that earlier, but I was a little worried that like it was going to trip me up before Mortal Kombat came out because there's like just enough differences between those games.
Oh, it's a completely different. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like they do kind of mechanically play similar. And I've actually noticed with MK11, like some of the character animations and things like that are like subtly stolen from Injustice 2.
That's in our ass. That's what they do.
Yeah, it's true. I noticed that with the last ones too. But specifically, Cabal is basically Flash, like gory Flash, and it kind of bothers me. But Cabal sucks anyway, and so does Flash. So who cares? In Injustice 2, Flash sucks. I actually liked Injustice 1 Flash. Anyway, so yeah, I jumped into the story of that for a little bit. Still a really good story. Didn't beat it. I think I'm pretty close, but like everyone's together, like they're going after Brainiac, but like I assume it's probably the, you know, last chapter or two to the end. But I just didn't feel like beating it. It was like 11 o'clock on a work night. But yeah, and then so actually I was doing a pretty good job, but I jumped into Mortal Kombat 11 on Tuesday, and I kept forgetting that, like, for example, in Injustice 2, like, you have 2 meters, or 2 life bars, I guess. So instead of having multiple rounds, it's just you're knocking down both, like, the enemy's health bars. So I get into Mortal Kombat 11, and, like, I was wasting my, my brutal, what are they called? The crushing blows? No.
Yeah, you're crushing blows because you can only do this once per round.
Yeah, okay, that's those. Yeah, I was wasting those because I was like, it's just close enough.
Fatal
like,
blows.
Fatal blows. That's it.
Yeah.
Like it's just close enough. I can get them down a bar and then I'll be ahead. And then I forget that like it, you know, refills both of your life bars. Round 2, right? This is round 2. So I had a little bit of issues. When I started Mortal Kombat 11, because I was kind of distracted by Injustice 2. But that's still a good game. I didn't play enough of it to really, you know, get into it too much. But I just wanted to bring that up.
It's one of the best, as a person who reads a lot of DC Comics, it's probably one of my favorite DC Comics stories. Like, it's a video game, but like it's like it captures the spirit of the characters in this twisted world, and it feels epic. I've watched the story mode, but like long time ago. But God, I was so entrenched in that. Like I wanted to play it, but of course I had no way to play it.
Yeah, some of the stuff kind of bothers me, like the way that people just change allegiances. Like the game's been out for a while. I guess I can spoil stuff, and you've, you know, seen it. Like the fact that Catwoman and Harley Quinn are both on the good people's side feels weird to me.
They were on the good people's side in the first game.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were. They fought with Batman.
Harley Quinn wasn't. She was.
Harley Quinn was in her own rogue unit thing. Like
there was she was bad, but I think between the first and second one, there's been some time, and since I think Joker got taken down, she had to go do her own
Joker
thing.
was killed, and she was like, "Oh well, I don't have him anymore." But I like honestly, this is my favorite Harley.
Yeah, Harley's great.
Pretty good. Yeah,
she has a good voice. Like she's really good characterization. It's just weird to see her good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like that. Like I don't have the Joker to tie me down. I can do what I want type thing. Like she has a really good arc.
Even though the Joker's in the fucking game or some reason.
I don't.
And he looks like Jared Leto.
He's so bad. It's like I didn't really care for the moveset in Injustice 1 Joker, but this one is just so bad. I don't know. I couldn't. But yeah, anyway. In general, I really like that game. And then, of course, Mortal Kombat 11. We'll just get right into that.
Oh, boy.
So yeah, Tuesday I brought that to work and did like I wanted to get some practice in because I knew that Ben wanted to fight me, so I wanted to be prepared. And I booted it up and could literally only do practice mode. Like nothing else was like allowed offline, at least as far as like getting rewards and like actually being able to like do anything in the game.
Except for training mode stuff, which you then once you reconnect it with the server, then you can get those rewards. That's
right.
Only
like
what happens.
I wasn't going to do the story because I didn't have sound on or anything because I was at work, and I knew that none of the other modes would give me rewards or even let me play them because some of the towers and things like that I think are online locked.
Yes, you cannot access them unless you have an internet connection.
Yeah. So I just did some basic matches, which was fine because it was my first time playing. I just kind of wanted to, try out some of the characters, how they've changed, things like that. The Switch version's a little weird because like on the smaller screen, I feel like some of the text isn't really catered to that screen, and so I had a hard time kind of seeing what the differences in the different movesets were, like the customizations, variations. That's what it's called. And so, like, when I got home, I actually played around with that a little bit more, like, actually customizing some of the characters and stuff. And that's a really cool feature. Like, I like that you can change their look with the different, parts that you unlock in the crypt. I like that they have a few different moves that you can kind of switch out. Like, they have their set moves that they always have. But then they have some moves that you can, have point system to them. So you can use, I think there's only 3 slots for all the characters, right? You never get more?
Correct.
Okay.
And then some moves have take up 2 slots, depending on how powerful it is.
Yeah, so it's a really cool system. And it seems like you can have a lot of different variations.
Oh, yeah, the customization is ridiculous.
Yeah. So, they only have 2 different variations to start, but those can both be fully customized, and you can create new ones based on whatever movesets you want. And then just the cosmetics that you unlock in the crypt and stuff like that to give them different skins that you also unlock in the crypt. Like a lot of customization there. And it's not like Injustice 2 where they actually have stat boosts or anything. They're just cosmetic.
Yeah.
So you can change out whatever you want without worrying about it negatively affecting the stats you care about.
Yeah.
It's a really good system. Like that all is super solid.
You can add augments to the weapon.
Yeah, I just got a few of those. I haven't looked at them yet.
Yeah, but you don't need to put if you just want to make for instance I play Shao Kahn, if you just want to make Shao Kahn have a different helmet and don't add those augments, that's fine. It does nothing for gameplay. I haven't tested it out, but I don't even know if I think the augments only work maybe in Towers of Time. I hope at least I would hope so. I would hope that shit doesn't work in casual mode because you can only play custom variations in casual mode. You can't play that in ranked. In ranked, you only play the set variations.
Yeah, which I'm glad that you can use those in online play and stuff, even if it's only casual. Because I'm not competitive, but when I fought Ben, I wanted to go into my variation characters because I specifically built those to be what I think are the best versions of those movesets. The Baraka I used, his back spine thing, where he shoots out the spikes. I love that move. I saw I was watching a Kombat Cast or something. They were talking about how they've changed Baraka and they gave him that stupid flag, which I don't understand how to use.
It buffs you. It's a buff.
I know. I don't like it. It's
super
slow.
It's not. Yeah, it takes too long. You don't.
And there's a whole variation you can do around just that flag. You can change out all of the moves, so it's moves that pick up the flag and charge with it, and that seems cool. I might play around with it, but I don't like the flag just by itself. But yeah, so I saw that they added that spine, basically Spike from the old X-Men Evolution show.
Yeah.
It's basically that, but he shoots spikes out of his back.
It's dumb. It should be nerfed.
It's great. And I thought it was just an anti-air thing, but it hits everything.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Oh, Ben's bitter.
That move's stupid. I'm sorry. You can fuck that move. Fucking you got hit with that shit again. Recovery's super great. Oh, okay, fuck me then. I guess I can't do anything.
I'll get back to the full MK11 talk, but me and Ben did have some matches together, and for the most part, he wiped me. because I was just kind of playing around with characters that I didn't know. Like, there's not a lot. There's like maybe 3 characters I'm any good with so far, and so like we had multiple matches that were Shao Kahn versus Baraka, like our two best, and those are the only matches that I beat him.
Yeah. Funny enough, the characters like Liu Kang, I tried pretty much not everybody, but like I pretty much played a lot of people, and like it was whatever.
Yeah. But I think in general everyone's very well rebuilt. Like, the only characters that I think have some weird additions are actually some of my favorites, like Jade. I don't really care for her like goading attacks. Like there's the one that like makes her huh?
Like she goes, "Come on," and that's a parry.
Yeah, I don't like that. Johnny Cage has a similar one where he like does a mind thing, and I actually really like that one because it's a lot longer, and it like as long as he's doing that animation, he'll counter. And obviously, you like a human wouldn't be goaded into it, but computers will.
No, there's still enough people. You can goat that. You can bait that shit.
Well, I just mean like while it's going, like you can start it as they're attacking you,
yeah.
Which is how most parries work. Like it's a very long animation, and like I think there was one in story mode where I was just doing that accidentally. I didn't mean to trigger it, and the computer like ran into it and started attacking me like at the end of the animation. I was like, "You're stupid!" Like I'm, you see this happening. But yeah, and then she has that other one that like just negates projectiles, but it takes so long to use, and like it's very obvious. Like she's glowing. Like who's gonna use a projectile?
Yeah. Well, the idea is to use it as they're doing it to get in, so that way, because most characters have a long recovery time when doing like doing fireballs. So
Yeah.
That's the plan. You're not supposed to just charge it up. You're supposed to time it and then use it that way to get in when they're trying to keep you out.
I know. There's a lot of moves that like I love Mortal Kombat and like the obvious move combinations that everyone uses, so that you can kind of like it's a lot more accessible. There's not like the quarter circle backs and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's combos.
Yeah, but the problem with that is a lot of things are very similar to each other. So like you might want to do like the back forward A, but like like down back A is a completely different move that I hate, and I keep doing that accidentally instead. So it causes a lot of problems because all of like the good moves are so close to the bad moves in like the way you do them.
Yeah.
And like Ben joked that I kept uppercutting him. I was like, I'm not trying to uppercut you. I'm trying to do like the down back like special moves, and it keeps uppercutting instead. And I had to switch out. I was using a pro controller, but I had to switch out because like the D-pad was so sensitive that I kept just jump attacking instead of doing anything I was trying to do.
Yeah,
like anytime I would hit a direction. Yeah. So I used the puppy dog controller because it actually has the D-pad buttons separated. That's the only way I could play. That's sad. But that's not the game's fault. I just need to get good. But yeah, in general, like Mortal Kombat 11 is very good. Like mechanically, it is arguably the best Mortal Kombat game.
Oh, it is.
It is very much. It's slower.
Yeah.
It's a lot more about timing your attacks and less about like just stringing together one brutal string of combos and just wrecking everyone. And the corner play is a little unfair sometimes.
Oh, that's classic Mortal Kombat, baby. Your bitch ass gets in the corner. You're fucked up. Let's go. That's just classic MK.
Well, my problem is like there's a few times in story mode where I try to use like the defensive moves to jump out of the corner, like do the dodge thing off the edge.
Yeah. And
I would burn that meter because I would get hit when I'd try to do it, like the timing was off, and so I wouldn't be able to do it anymore. Like I wouldn't I'd have to reload. Whereas like in MKX and like Injustice and stuff like that, that's not meter connected. So like the environmental interactions are just always there. So like I wouldn't notice that my meter was gone, and I'd keep trying to do it, and I'd just keep getting hit. And again, that's my fault, but it's just like it's a change in the structure of the game that I'm not used to yet. But I do really like how like the enhanced moves and things like that seem to have been improved with the offensive meter. Like that's a lot easier to use. And I find myself having a lot better like combo tactics and stuff that I've had in the past when I can get them right. That is, like I care more about the technical side of the game, basically, because it doesn't seem so unwieldy. Like especially back in the GameCube era, when it was like you're doing combos that like shift through the different like move sets you have, or the whatever they're called. Not variations, but like you have different fighting styles. Yeah.
Yeah, styles. Yeah.
So you're like starting a combo, shifting styles, continuing the combo, shifting styles, like ending with a weapon attack. Like no, I never learned that stuff. The story mode was super fun. I beat it last night. I mean, it's kind of short, and it's not like as like funny as I expected it to be. There's some really funny stuff in there, especially between like Johnny Cage and Kano. Both of their younger and older selves have a lot of fun with each other. But it's actually a lot more heartfelt, and like the character interactions I think are really meaningful in a really cool way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, it's a culmination of 25 years of
Right.
people knowing these characters. It's not just like these 3 games; it's all the games that you've known these characters.
Yeah, like this story is a love story to like people that have always been into Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Like the ones that started with like MK9 probably wouldn't get that much out of the story, even though like it technically takes place after MK9 and MKX. Like canonically, it should be for those people, but it's really.
I think you can get enough context because MK9 kind of goes through a lot of what MK9 does. A lot of like references in terms of like the Sub-Zero Scorpion stuff, the Snoop Cybot stuff. There's a lot of it, but there's definitely, I think you feel it more if you say you started playing it in 1993 with MK1 and you've watched it. I think you get more out of it.
Right, especially like the old and young characters interacting. Like young Kano ripped straight out of like MK1, MK2.
Oh, well, you mean MK3 because that's his MK3 design.
Yes, but I mean, like personality-wise, like he feels a lot more like that classic version. Is the point?
I mean, okay, they didn't have personalities back then, but his personality is what MK9 was. That's where they all actually got somewhat personalities.
True. I'm going off of the movies because I consider the movies canon to those games.
I'm pretty, but you're not wrong. I mean, that's why Kano's Australian because of the movie,
right? We can move on. Everyone else is going to talk about MK11 anyway, but that's kind of my experience. Also, the Crypt on Switch is just the worst.
Yeah, and
it's actually a worse version too. Like the stuff costs a lot more than it does on the other versions for some reason.
Now you just made me mad again. Like
I was just reading that. Like why I don't understand.
Yeah, it's weird because I was looking at like footage of the Switch version, and I realized that there was a lot of chests in there that cost the green currency, which is more expensive or harder to get.
Yeah.
And when I loaded it up on the PC version, it was all coins. It was not any of that other stuff.
Okay, now I'm fucking mad. Now I'm legit fucking mad.
Yeah, like the green ones are the ones that annoy me the most because I never have those.
Yeah, you only really get them by fighting things and like doing towers of time. God, okay, let's not get into negativity right now.
And when you guys loaded up, how many coins and hearts did you get right away?
Today I didn't get shit.
When you loaded up for the first time and you open up the 2 free chests.
I don't remember. That was 3 days ago. 4 days ago.
It was like 50,000 coins.
Like all together?
I don't remember I don't have hearts. I have like maybe 17 from doing I
got 184.
Anyways, the point is I think you also get given more rewards on the other versions as well. Like I got 100,000 coins and 200 hearts altogether.
Okay, you can't make the crypt look terrible and also make it less fun to play.
Yeah.
Those two things don't go together.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was watching a stream last night of the PS4 version, and they were going to a section, which I won't mention in case anybody who is playing, and they were like, I'm like, oh, I recognize that. That's so cool.
Yep.
And I'm like, I look at my version, I'm like, okay.
This is a lot of fun.
I knew what I was getting, but okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the fact that you told me, if I, I wish you didn't say that because I would have never noticed. I would have been like, oh, I guess this is a thing. Okay,
I didn't
fine,
know
whatever.
either because I didn't have an
Yeah.
example.
Now I'm
by.
mad. Thank you. I'm mad. I'm very upset.
But yeah, the crypt is the one. Like I've talked for weeks now about how excited I was that the crypt was back and like it was another adventure mode, just like MKX. Blah blah blah. I hope it's done better. It is actually like it's a third person adventure thing where like you have a weapon
Island.
and you can like attack
and you get the hammer.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
But like that's the one area where it's like, man, the Switch version got screwed on this.
Yeah.
And like I was so excited for it. That's what really upsets me.
Yeah.
Because like the rest of it, I mean, I'm fine with it. Like I can play the game on the go. Like I'm happy. The story mode isn't really sacrifice that much. But let's not get into that. But
yeah.
I just mean I can take it with me like to friends' houses and stuff like that and be like, hey, let's play some Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, at least you have friends IRL.
Well, I mean I have my brother. That's about it. But as far as people that I can take the Switch to, like that have a dock I can, put.
Right.
But like I really was excited for the crypt, and that part's super upsetting. But who knows? Maybe they can put out a patch that'll at least make it look a little bit better, because it looks noticeably worse than the rest of the game.
Oh my god, yes it does.
Like there's no possible way it needs to look that bad. Like just hardware-wise, it could look better.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Okay, so I guess my person's MK11. One, story mode is godlike. I love it. I love how like it's the best Mortal Kombat movie we're ever gonna get. Like even from the open, like it's even like, scripted like a movie. How like you have the cold opening and the camera angles, and there's some fucking great moments in the story mode that I won't ruin for anybody. And me personally, I know technically it's short, but maybe it's because I was getting my ass kicked by that fucking bullshit AI. But like in cutscenes, like my Switch started to go into sleep a little bit. Maybe I need to change.
Yeah, me too.
But like
I was go dark and I'm like, what? Oh, that's the Switch. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, who's attacking? Oh wait, no, never mind.
There's one point, like again, no spoilers, but there's one point where they're on a boat and like it had a scene change, and that's like right when it went dark, and I'm like, it's getting ominous, and I'm like, oh no, that's just the Switch.
But yeah, it's great. There's a lot of great moments. There's a lot of hot surprise, because I played it on the bus as a guy. I was like, do I wait to play it on my TV? Like, no, I bought this for portability. Let's play the story mode on the go. And like I was like, I didn't expect to feel feelings at that early in the morning, but okay. Even later on, but there's some great moments. There's some, again, it's not as funny, but I think they're trying. It doesn't take itself serious either, because it gets especially the final boss is stupid goofy. Like I was getting salty, but then there's a thing that happens in the final boss where I'm like, okay, fine, that's cool, whatever, I'll deal. Which thankfully in arcade mode, I've got to report that one thing doesn't happen, so it makes it.
Oh, is it the stage interaction?
Yeah, you'll know what it is when you run into it. Although the final boss fight is cool as an idea, it's really awesome. Even though she's more annoying than Shao Kahn, which I didn't think that was possible. Surprise, Kronika's the final boss. That's not a spoiler, is it? No. But surprisingly, because I've talked it up, right? I wanted to play Kitana because she's my little princess, she's my queen. By the way, Kitana's great in story mode too. Oh my god, she has such a great moment in this fucking story mode.
I actually think the Jade chapter is the best, but I really enjoyed playing as Kitana.
Jade was cool. I love the sort of duality what they do with Jade's chapter. Yeah. But Kung Lao and Kitana were my mains because I like playing as beautiful, skinny people who are fast because life fulfillment.
Real quick, can you use, again, no spoilers, can you use that variation of Liu Kang like in the game?
I have no idea. I actually haven't tested any variations. I've just been using whatever's been given to me.
I really liked that Liu Kang.
I kind of
only that one though.
Yeah, I kind of want to. I'm the kind of person who wants to unlock more stuff before I start doing variation stuff.
Okay.
That's just how I am. But surprisingly, the character that I like playing the most so far is one Shao Kahn, because the hammer, and it makes me feel big and powerful and look at my dick. But the other one is Kotal Khan. For some fucking reason, maybe it's my inner Mexicanness that's coming out, and like I want representation, and Kotal Khan's the closest I'm getting to. He's not Mayan, he's Aztec. It's like an outworld race or something. But the Mayans were inspired. I think the lore is like the Mayans were inspired by him, or Aztecs, something like that. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's some cultural crossover there.
Yeah, or like it definitely his design was inspired by that with the gold, with the blues and the golds. But like, it feels good swinging that big ass hammer around. Like or not hammer, but sword or whatever you can change it to. Like it feels good. Like there's one where you can do, and I'm gonna talk about Mortal Kombat donations where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think it's like back 3, 3, and then you can cancel that into like his down forward 1, which he basically like hits you with it, and he basically grinds the sword, and you can meter burn it where he just touched you on the ground. I'm like, yes.
When he cuts your belly with it?
Yeah,
that's a good one.
It's so satisfying. And then like there's one where you can do his back 3, and he just swings it at you. Oh my god, Kotal! I didn't think I would like Kotal Khan, but I like Kotal.
He's a lot better. And his animal transformation is pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't try. I did a little bit of that. I just like swinging that big ass sword around. And his combos are pretty fun to do. One thing I do like that nobody's talked about, and I think it's super cool for new players, and even for me, a dumbass who can't remember combo strings that well. I love that if you go into the move list, you can actually pin moves, and it'll show up on the main menu. So say there's a So say if you like, for me, like, you know, there's like back 3 and into 4, you could pin that move and it'll show on there, or fatality, and it just stays there. Now, if you like, I think once you leave, it resets, so you have to add it again. I mean, it can kind of clog up the screen a little bit, but like if you only have 1 or 2 moves you want to practice, just do that, so that way you're not constantly pausing and looking at the move list, because I didn't know you could do that, and I kept doing that a lot during story mode. And like you can just pin them. You can only pin a certain amount, but chances are you're only going to want to do that many strings. Or, you know, hey, you want to do the fatality, so you'll put the fatality on there and just do it that way. It'll even tell you if it's mid or close. And then, so say you're on the left side, if you jump over and you're facing the other side, it'll switch over, so you know which direction you're facing. It's super great. Like, and that's
how you beat me.
You can't. You can't have those online. I don't think you can.
Oh,
I remembered them by that point.
That's the thing. Like, I never had those up. My problem is I try to learn things like in combat. So like I just learn, you know, a few of the special moves and like some really good like not necessarily combos, but like kind of 1-2 hits.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, I can do this into this and it works.
That's all I was doing. Just like back like 1, 2, 3, and then maybe try to figure out, okay, can I do this in the down forward 1? You know, that's all I was doing.
But my issue is I kept running into variations that weren't the same as I was playing in story mode.
Right. No, I feel you. That's why I just kept relying on the basic stuff, because that's all the same. I was gonna say something else and I can't remember. I did a brutality on you and you didn't talk about that.
Did you mean to do a brutality on me?
No.
I didn't think so. It was really cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I did a brutality.
In general, the brutalities are kind of lame. It's just like, it's a 1 punch and like they explode.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it was, because you got to unlock certain, because I think I unlocked it, but I think some of them are unlocked, but some of them you also have to unlock. But like, I think a lot of them are like, end the round on this, or like do this on the last hit, which is cool. Make it simple, that's fine. But like I legit got excited when like, oh shit, I did a brutality on your bitch ass. Let's go.
Yeah, I did one accidentally in like my first practices. I don't know how. I don't even remember what I did, but it ended in brutality. I was like, oh cool, like my second match, and I just
Yeah, but MK11 added its gameplay and everything, even on the Switch. Again, I know the Switch is rough, and graphics-wise, the roughest it is when it goes from the pre-rendered cutscenes, that transition between the fight and the loading, the pre-rendered cutscenes and the fight scene. That middle part where I think at some points the king hits over here, which I kept laughing at. But once
in general, like when it like the intro screen where it shows like fight, like that looks way worse, and then like it settles in the actual.
Yeah,
combat.
once it hits fight, everything kind of goes like into place.
Yeah,
which was like, okay, fine. And once you start playing with it, everything looks fine. Obviously, it doesn't look as good as say the PS4 version or the Xbox One version, but it looks fine, at least in docked.
And characters without hair, they look great.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Kotal Khan's my main so far. I'm maining the cons right now. because I like to feel big. But I don't want to get into the negativity of MK11 just yet.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, my mains so far are actually Baraka and Johnny Cage, weirdly. I really want to get good with Frost. I super enjoyed playing her against you, but that was literally my first time playing her. So I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but she's really fun. But yeah, I love the way like her body moves, and it's super cool. But I've never liked Johnny Cage this much. I don't know what it is. He just has some really good enhanced moves, and it makes for great combos. But anyway,
Ben, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done because I don't know how we're gonna handle the negative stuff because there's a lot.
All right. So I haven't played a whole lot of 11 because the last couple of days I've been trying to get up content on the website. But I have been playing through Mortal Kombat 9 and X, so I'll talk about that for a bit. Because I've just been trying to catch up on the story for this recent trilogy.
There's a surprising amount of it.
And yeah, I think out of X and 9, I think I like 9 the most, just because it's a little bit more. It doesn't have like the weapon stuff, and it's a little bit more stripped down, I guess, from X. Like it's more simple. But also the story mode itself is just a lot more fun. Like I really didn't care about any of the combat kids, and the story takes place mostly with them, not the main cast that you love and remember. So,
well, it's mostly the new characters. It's not all the combat kids because there's like Devora and
Kotal Khan.
Yeah, Kotal Khan is in there too.
I don't care about Kotal Khan either.
Devora's great though.
Yeah, she's alright. Yeah, I don't really want to talk a whole lot about that because they're older games, but I'm enjoying the story. Do you guys think the story is more like X or 9 in that? Is it more fun or is it more serious?
It's been so long since I played 9.
It's not as serious as X, but it's not as fun as 9. It's like, but it's still like it's more like. It's like a thriller. It has its moments. It has its ups. It's more like a movie than both of those two wish they were.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing with 9 is that like it is like that whole game is core Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like there's really no like fluff or anything in that game. It's a reboot of the series in every definition of the word because the story actually like reboots the story back to Mortal Kombat 1. And it's just your favorite character, your classic characters, I should say, with really no new ones except Scarlet.
Even then, she was in story mode, so
right. Like it's very safe. So I have a hard time comparing them, honestly.
X's biggest problem was the fact that it kept trying to tell a concurrent story, and it kept flashbacking too much.
Yeah.
To like stuff to fill you in. Which I thought it broke the pace too much.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Because it was always like, you play it, and then it's like 20 years later, and then it goes 15 years before, 5 years before. It gets weird like that.
Yeah, there's a weird part where for some reason when you're in Takeda's chapter, and like you just flash back to when he graduates from the Shiro Ryu Academy, and like, hey, your dad who's been missing this entire time, and you don't know that. I read the comics, so I knew that. But like, it's like, well, why are you doing a fatality on your son? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mechanic, like, I'm kind of glad that MK11 doesn't let you do fatalities at the end of the battles because it sometimes feels weird. Like, I think I mentioned this in my video when some characters like are just kind of harmless and like they're just having like regular sparring matches, but then they just like absolutely wreck people, and then just go back to like, ha ha ha. We were just having fun. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that stuff is always weird. And there was a lot of that in X because there was a lot about family stuff.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, like I said, I didn't want to talk a whole lot about it. I'll have the videos coming up on the site if you want to watch me play through them. The only other thing I have on my list is that I'm gonna try and get the Curse Breaker title this week for Destiny 2. I have to play through the Shattered Throne. So still playing that, playing more Final Fantasy 9. What?
That is still a game.
Yep. It's a game I go back to. And I'm also playing some more Final Fantasy IX. Got through one of the bosses. I don't even know what we're talking about because there's still so much that I have to do with that.
Which boss?
One of like the lieutenant or captains or whatever for the queen.
When do you fight the one with the gigantic ass mouth? When do you fight that one?
Braun?
Is that what its name is?
Fight her.
Oh. No, like there's like a thing that has like a big ass mouth. Like a huge ass mouth. I saw an image of it. It says from Final Fantasy IX.
I don't...
Like a monster. I'll look it up later. I'll show you in Discord.
Yeah.
I know there's a Persona monster that's just the mouth.
Anyway, are you talking about Beatrix?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was probably Beatrix. Yeah.
The lady knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
so I
pretty
assume
cool.
you're probably at the end of what would be disc 1.
Okay.
They don't separate it by discs, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I still remember the PS1 days.
How many discs are there? Like 3, 4?
Disc 4. I remember like when I was a kid, I had all 4 discs, obviously, and I had to play that fight scene at the end of Bermesia like 4 or 5 times because my disc was a little bit scratched. And so I was at my dad's house. I was trying to get through. I didn't know that was the end of disc 1, and it was like I would get to the cutscene after that battle, like with the rain and everything, and it would stutter and then freeze, like right in the middle of that cutscene. And like I would play through it again, like I would quit out, play through it again, and I'd get a little bit further into the cutscene. I'm like, okay, I can beat this. Like I can, my disc isn't that scratched. I can make this work. And I tried like 3 or 4 times and wasn't able to do it. So I took the game back to GameStop, got a new copy, played through that boss battle again, got past the cutscene, and then it said, "Please insert disc 2." Are you kidding me?
That's hilarious.
I didn't even need that disc anymore after this.
Yeah. Yeah, like I've been enjoying it. It's probably my favorite Final Fantasy in a long time. Like I'm actually enjoy playing because like 13 was bad, 12 was okay.
Yeah.
14 I didn't really play. 15 was okay, but this one is like I actually like.
Yeah. You see, my Final Fantasy IX is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, it's good.
I should play it at some point.
You
But
should.
I'm gonna play 7 again because
I hope Steiner grows though. I kind of getting sick and tired of his like, oh, the queen is good and all that shit.
the queen. That's not his voice.
He is the least interesting party member. but
Yeah.
He does.
Okay.
I never really used him though.
Yeah. He's pretty powerful, at least where I am. Anyways.
Damn it! Can't find this monster.
His ability set doesn't really grow.
He doesn't have an ability, so I just use attack and he takes off like 500 damage. It's ridiculous.
That's fair. But then you kind of have Zidane that already does that.
Yeah, I'm at the part where I'm like swapping between the 2 different parties. So like, once I get the whole party together, I'll probably ditch them.
Yeah. And you get some better party members later too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a furry, right?
No, you already have her.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said furry. I was
Yeah, I
like,
did say furry.
oh, okay.
Wait, no. There's no... What?
Well, there's people who isn't there a character in FM9 who looks like that would inspire furries?
Are you talking about... No.
Are you talking about Freya, who is a mouse,
Yeah,
like a
Freya's a
mouse
rat.
or whatever?
Oh, okay. Well,
A rat.
whatever. Maybe I'm thinking FF12. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I
bunny.
should play that one. Yeah, I should play that one.
The Vera, they...
They're only women, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll do some things to you, though.
Okay. How do I get transported into that?
Like, I'm not a furry, but...
It's just bunny ears. That's all it is. It's not like they have a tail or a teeth or anything.
They're like the Playboy Bunny race.
Yeah.
Oh, it's silly shit. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. I'm playing that on the bus. It's good. I think JRPGs are like 100% suited for the Switch. Like it's so good.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
Like I said, I've kind of been wanting to get Final Fantasy X again. Like, I played through it on PS3, and like the Switch would be comparable to that. Like, I could get it on a PS4 and it would look better, but meh. I kind of want
I'm
to get it on
pretty sure it
Switch.
looks just as fine. It's a fucking PS2 game.
Yeah, but they up-resed it and stuff. But I'm saying the Switch version would be comparable to the PS3 HD version, not the PS4 HD version. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is me for this week. And let's head on into the news. Speaking of great Switch games, we've got a Switch game announced, Persona. So,
Great Switch games?
JRPGs and Switch games. So Persona.
Yeah, but it's not the one people fucking wanted.
So yeah, there was 2 different Persona games announced. We'll start with Persona 5S. What are they doing to my Persona? Why are they making this like a Dynasty Warriors thing?
Everyone assumed was P5 Switch, but it's not.
No.
Yeah, what? Yeah, they fucking knew what they were doing.
It's the S stands for Scramble, apparently.
Fuck you, Sega.
Yeah. And even then, like in the reveal trailer, granted this is a Japanese reveal trailer, of course they're going to be biased, but they show this whole stuff, you know, P5S, and then they put for PlayStation 4, and then it fades out for Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. Like
it's an afterthought on P5S. They knew exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty... I'm pretty bummed out about that. Like, the 2 Persona announcements bummed me out, which is weird, because I'm a Persona guy.
Yeah.
The S, for reasons, because it's not a Persona game, it's a Dynasty Warriors game.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, those have been, you know, like, Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors, both were good games.
Yeah, that's all you need. One of them is all you need.
Yeah. I do really like Hyrule Warriors. I want to get it again on Switch, but I'm waiting for a sale.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
It's down to like 45. I just want to get it like in the 30 range.
That's
a third party title, you know.
You're a jokester. I knew you're funny.
Thanks.
Yeah, so it's not a Persona game for my Switch, you know, classic Persona. I would have liked that, but yeah, this thing's here. I don't know. I'll get this if it ever goes on sale, but just for the style alone, I like the Persona 5 characters and all that stuff. So, but then the other Persona game that was announced was Persona 5: The Royal. This one's coming out this year, October, I think 10th or something like that for Japan. It's coming out next year for PlayStation 4. But this is just like a Persona 4 Golden kind of thing where it's the same game, but they added content to it.
Yeah.
Which kind of bums me out because like I would just buy the DLC or like the expansion pack for it. I wouldn't buy the whole game again.
That's in today's day and age.
I don't see anything that's been confirmed that that's what it is, but for most likely than anything, that is what it is.
This Game Informer article calls it an expansion.
Yeah.
But I know in the past, like the Golden games have had enough like new stuff throughout the game that they've justified being a new game.
Also, so that was a longer time period because Persona 4 was a PS2 game, and Persona 4 Golden was like years later.
Yeah,
so like
that's a Vita game. It's more like I wouldn't mind getting a Persona 5, like even if it was just the base game again on my Switch, because like I was thinking about playing it over again, but I didn't want to play it on my TV. Like I didn't want to.
And surely that's coming. I mean, it was also on PS3. Like it wouldn't be that hard to port it.
Yeah. You know what they should do is make like a collaboration of like the Persona, like all the old Persona games, put it on like one download or something.
Persona's. Well, I don't know if you could do Persona the PSP ones, but like I would definitely love Persona 3 or 4 on there.
Yeah, I just mean like have a Persona collection or something.
Yeah, because like I mean, for what I understand, Persona didn't become Persona until at least Persona 3, and definitely Persona 4. At least that's what people recognize with modern day Persona.
At least in the Western, like
wasn't it? That was like more accurate.
What was that?
It was like Persona 3 Golden that was more accurate, wasn't it? Like Persona 3 was kind of basic, I thought.
No, Persona 3 was more like a JRPG. Like it's not tactical. It's not what it was before, where it was like tactical tile-based kind of stuff. Combat.
Yeah, Persona 1 is so different.
That's exactly, That's what 1 and 2 are, like tile-based strategy games.
I have the first one on PSP.
Yeah, just like people like me, you know, like that got in on 4 and 5 and not 3 or 2 or 1.
Yeah. You're the Final Fantasy 7 people.
Yeah.
How accurate, because that's like my Final Fantasy.
Right.
Yeah, so we have that.
I'm just over here waiting for a Chrono Trigger sequel.
Hell no, never.
That's never happening.
say. Chrono Cross is better than Chrono Trigger.
It's not. No, it's not.
Fight me.
That is a lie.
Fight me.
I already did, and I won. Okay, I did a brutality. Do you want to end the discussion? Moving on. Thank you.
I got a few good ones in.
Yeah, sure, but brutality, I win.
Speaking of classic games, River City Ransom was a game, and also River City Girls is going to be a thing.
Yeah, wait for it. And God, Arc System Works. I couldn't think of the name for a second. That's cool.
Is there much info on this announcement, Ben?
No, I think it was just like literally we're going to working together.
Just this new release for Ants. I can't even read it.
Click on it. Click on the image.
No.
Why? Stop complaining and do the thing that makes it work.
Which is cool because like they've already announced like a new Shantae game is coming out this year.
Oh yeah, they're still making those.
Yeah. Hey, Shantae's good.
I'm just saying they're making them. That's all.
Yeah, I'm glad they're making them. I thought the last one was the last one. But yeah, I think that's all. I think it's just an announcement that they're going to be doing it and it's coming out later this year.
Oh yeah, brand new project based on the classic franchise. I guess it is in that same series.
So that's cool. I've never played River City Ransom, but
well, they've got like the Hawaii Shakedown game finally coming. That's supposed to be like kind of a spiritual successor. So maybe they're just kind of banking on the people liking that that type of game being renewed, and then they'll put this out.
Probably. But good on way forward for working with a big Japanese developer like this.
Yeah, sure. I don't care.
Speaking of things people don't care about, Smash Brothers. A fan assaults a Smash Bros player with a crab at a tournament.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's actually.
Yeah. Don't look. I don't like Melee, but don't fucking do this shit. Like you're a piece of shit. Whoever you are, guys. Because they actually caught there was two crabs thrown. They got one of them on camera. I don't know what happened to the other one. Basically, both of them should be banned from all tournaments and all Smash Melee venues. You're an asshole, and fuck you.
Yeah.
And it sucks, but they don't deserve to have crabs thrown at them. Even though the memes were great, the memes were funny. I love the memes, but at the cost of a man getting a raw ass crap thrown on him, that's uncalled for.
Yeah, don't do that, but also it's hilarious. But don't do that.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah. I was watching a stream for NKLF tournament that takes place in New Jersey, New York, New Jersey, whatever. And somebody was throwing like plush crabs on the stream. I was like, God damn. And one of the cats just kept being mesmerized by the plush crab.
Apparently, this guy who threw the crab at the player, he smuggled it into the venue. How would you get a crab, like a dead crab, through security?
It's Maryland. They're weird. Apparently, it's a Maryland thing.
Everyone has crabs on them.
Seaside town. There's crabs everywhere. They don't even question it.
Everyone has crabs there.
Yeah, and by the way, they threw it at Hungry Box, who's not the most well-liked player in Melee, from what I understand. Like a lot of people think he's an asshole, and he plays a character style that everybody hates. So, but still doesn't justify crab hurling.
Is he pretty crabby? Would you say?
From what I understand, he can be.
If you look at his tweets, they sound pretty crabby to me.
He just seems always. I'm convinced that man is made of salt all the time.
Well, I mean, you know that how they preserve crabs, right?
Salt.
Yeah. So
the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we really shouldn't make fun of him.
No.
I had to get one crabby joke in there.
Yeah. Keeping up with the Nintendo news, we got Super Mario Maker 2 coming June.
Is this news? I thought we knew this already.
No, it's just the date was announced, so it's June 28th. Before it was.
And there was a trailer, but I didn't actually watch it.
Okay, yeah, neither did I.
Is there a new trailer?
I want to keep away from story spoilers.
Yes.
I think this is
with this announcement.
This is the reveal trailer. It's not the new trailer. It's not
No,
the new
it's
trailer.
a different one.
That's cool.
I don't know.
I thought we knew it was coming out in June, but I guess they nailed on the official date.
Mario.
Yeah. They just said June before.
Oh, I can't wait. Mario Maker's gonna dominate my life in the summer.
Oh, this is 19 hours ago. Was this that long ago?
Yeah, you didn't post it that long.
I guess so. All right.
Post was made.
Yeah, there's not a lot of information. I'm gonna watch it real quick, like in media res. It's like a 30-second trailer.
Yeah. Hey, but at least you'll be able to play this thing offline.
Theoretically.
You download the things and then take it with you, unlike a certain other game.
I'm assuming you could
There's
download.
really no information here. It's got more Cat Mario. It shows the invisible tunnels, slopes, everything we already know.
I'm so intimidated by this game. Fuck.
It's got a bullet bill without a thing to shoot it out of.
What?
Weird.
Wait, like Super Mario World?
It's just like it's a bullet bill that just like starts coming across.
Oh yeah, like the opening of Super Mario World, like stage 1. It just
Sure,
shows up
yeah.
out of nowhere.
It's also got parachutes.
So that was a bonsai bill, wasn't it?
Piranha plants with wings.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, like the new features that we've already seen, basically. But it's kind of a cool little level they created that like reveals the date, which is neat.
Yeah, I'm super
Yeah,
I'm super tipped by this game, just
Yeah.
because of the stage creation.
This is your Dark Souls.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it is.
I can't wait.
Keeping the Mario theme up, we got Mario Kart Tour closed beta announced for Android. Android owners can sign up for Mario Kart Tour closed beta by clicking on this link on IGN between April 23rd and May 7th.
That's a long window.
Yeah.
Nintendo does warn, however, that the number of participants will be limited and the lucky few will be chosen. Closed beta is currently scheduled to run in Japan and the US from May 22nd to June 4th.
Yeah, I signed up today. I'm hoping maybe like your earlier you sign up, the more likely your chances are. I don't know, but I don't usually get into mobile games, and I would love to be part of this closed beta. Just to see what a mobile Mortal Kombat. I've been playing Mortal Kombat on mobile recently. What a mobile Mario Kart would be.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, when you load up Mortal Kombat on PC, 11 anyways, for the first time, it automatically detects your graphics card and also tells you to sign up for their game, and you get free announcer packs. So
Yep.
I haven't done that yet, but
Yeah. You can also get the
really Switch yet.
Nope.
that sucks.
Yeah. You also can't do character. Well, I'm sorry. I'm getting into the negative part of it. I'm sorry.
Well, no, you need to talk about it because it's a thing.
Are we talking about it now?
Well, we can
Yeah,
talk
that's what
about
I'm
it now
saying.
if you want to talk about it now.
You already brought it up, I guess.
My bad. I didn't mean to. I've been dropping hints all night.
I don't know. You go ahead.
The multiple problems that's not just the Nintendo Switch version, but I'll specifically talk about the Nintendo Switch version real quick because I learned the hard way this morning. Number one, character trials are not unlocked still. For some
They
fucking
think
reason.
so.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is dumb. Because apparently, and I got excited about this because on the last Combat Cast on Monday, the community people were very like, you should do the trials because you get free skins from them. Like, okay,
Yeah.
sweet, I'm gonna do that. And it just says coming soon. I'm like, well, okay, maybe I have to do the tutorial stuff. I'm like, nope. And it's apparently it's Shiver who has to do it. I'm like, that should have been unlocked day one. I don't understand why this is not unlocked.
That's the problem with the Switch version is because it's like developed by different people. They're behind on patch updates.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
That is so stupid. Considering there's other games that are multi-plat on the Switch that don't do that shit.
They probably are developed by Panic Button, a better studio.
Probably.
Their crypt wouldn't look like ass.
Yeah. You cannot. We already talked about it, but you cannot access the crypt nor the Towers of Time while on offline. Okay, fair enough. Whatever. I would have loved to be able to play the crypt on the go. Fine. So my dumbass was like, "Well, okay, I'll do arcade mode and get coins, and because if you play if you do practice stuff, learn how the mechanics of the game. It says this message, and this would let me believe it. You are not connected to the server, so your rewards will be saved for you later when you reconnect. Like, okay, cool. Did the trial stuff, and even story mode does it, where you'll get the rewards once you connect to the story. I wanted to do Cabal, well, the Collector's short-ass tower. I wanted to do the 3 because I don't want to play as a Collector at all. And then it said, if you continue on, because you are not connected to the server, you will not collect any rewards for it, or saving any data will be saved at all. Which is like, then why the fuck? And it's all, and that's fine because you can still play them. It's not like it's not locked away. It's just you don't get shit from it. And the problem with that, and this isn't just a Switch version now. The problem with that is that everything is driven by the in-game currency that's in the crypt and the Towers of Time.
And it's so expensive.
Everything is so expensive. And here's the thing: like there was a stupid article that came out saying everything in Mortal Kombat costs $6,000. There's
Not
a
everything. That's just skins.
Yeah, that's just skins. Yeah, but it was a clickbait article because here's the thing: in MKX, if you wanted to, you could spend $20, get everything in the crypt, and you're done. Yeah. In MK11, you can't do that. You can buy things called time crystals that you get. Like I think when you level, you get 10 every you level up, but those can only buy premium skins in the premium shop, and only that. You can't use them anywhere else. So you can't just.
And the only things that are in the premium shop are like 5 skins, and that rotates like what, every week, every day,
every 10 hours or
every
so.
10 hours.
Oh, that's what the time crystals for. I haven't used any yet.
Yeah, go to the. It says premium shop on the ZR button. It's right there.
Yeah.
You can get.
I generally ignore things like that because I assume it's going to be paid currencies, and I hate those, so I just don't go there anymore.
Yeah. So like, if you have some, go look at it. Maybe you might be able to get something. So
this is, like, seriously, real quick side note.
No,
I've been playing Mortal Kombat on mobile, to kind of build up to MK11, and it has the same types of currencies and the same like sleazy, grindy structures in a free-to-play game. That stuff should not be in a $60 game with a DLC season pack for $40.
Yeah, I spent the premium. I bought the $100 one.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm saying. Like, I should not also have microtransactions in the game to get everything.
But the thing is, you can't even. Yeah, but like that's one thing. But like, you can't even use like if on like, and this is fucked up of me to say this, but like if you would have told me like, hey, here's $20, you can get all the costumes you want. Fine, fuck it, whatever, I'll do it because that's how bad the grind is. The game isn't competing for your money because you can't use your money to buy the things you want in the crypt. The game is competing for the game wants you to play it to the point where you can't play anything else. You have to play Towers of Time.
Yeah.
And Towers of Time, at least at the time of this recording, is fucking stupid because some of the AI is buffed up super hard for some reason, and they know why. They know fucking why.
I like how this was a Mario Kart story.
Well,
no, we switched over to the Mortal Kombat.
I was just making a joke because they're both MK.
Okay.
Oh.
I know some people were mad like when they were like, "Wait, this isn't Mario Kart 11. What is this?" But like, Towers of Time is stupid because you got these stupid amplifiers on bosses. Bosses have ridiculous health, and you know, like you could like I ran into one because here's another thing. So to get like costumes and stuff like that, you can't. One of the unlocks that you can get, it says character tower. So my dumbass thinks, oh, arcade mode. Okay, no. It means in the Towers of Time, there's a certain in the top left corner. It's called character towers. You have to pay 25,000 coins to even open that shit up, right?
What?
Yeah. You have to pay coins to open it up, and then you have to pay coins to change it. Then you can do that. And it's like, okay, I did it. But one of the fights was so frustrating because you're fighting. I think I fought a Frost. I don't remember exactly, but like missiles would come out of nowhere and it would interrupt your combo. The missiles would interrupt when you're doing EX moves, when you're doing grabs. It's fucking frustrating. Wow. And they immediately did a combat cast, and like we're gonna address it. And supposedly this one next week. And if you're a Switch owner, I guess good luck because I don't know when that patch is coming. So and yeah, it's busted. Like, it's how they want you to play the game. And, of course, things in the crypt are super expensive. And thanks to Thomas making me even more mad. Things in the Nintendo Switch version of the crypt, which looks like ass, and it's more expensive. And Justin, too, I'm sorry. So it's like...
Just me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Justin. But, like, I don't have an alternative for MK11. This was my only option for it. I didn't have an option. But I had the dream that I could play arcade mode and get coins and, you know, maybe do the crypto. I get Towers of Time that being online because that's random. I get that. I can live with that. It's when you can tell me I can't get shit for playing arcade mode offline. So, like, basically, MK11 is almost basically worthless to the casual player offline.
Yeah.
Or at least on the go. Like, you could play it in your home if you're connected to Wi-Fi. Oh, here's the stupid thing. Here's the dumb thing that I found this morning that I tested out before I went further. So, say you're playing the Nintendo Switch version. Say you're at work and your work luckily has Wi-Fi. Say you're being called to a meeting or whatever. And we're like, oh, okay, I'm going to put it into sleep mode. It should save my progress, yada, yada, yada.
It's the Switch. Yeah.
You come back, you press home. Oh, the internet connection was lost during sleep mode. You were immediately kicked out of the tower. I think your progress. I think your progress saves. I think it does if you're connected. But say you're like one fight away from Karnika, or you're about to fight Karnika. Bye. Say the server, and here's the thing: it's not just a Switch version. So say you live in a place that has spotty connection, or live in the boondocks, or your internet's not reliable, whatever.
Yeah.
Say you are in the final boss in Karnika, or whatever. You're about to land the final hit, and then your internet goes out. Bye. You're done. And like, again, you can play these modes offline. You just can't get shit. But because you can't get shit, then you can't get the cool stuff you want. You can't play Stars. It's cyclical. It's so fucking stupid. Yeah. It's so dumb.
The reward should be set. The reward should be offline. Yeah. They should already be in the game,
right?
So that there's no need to sync to a server to get your rewards. Like, what do? If you play too long, you get less rewards because they see that you're milking the grind. I bet that's what it is.
Probably.
Like, they can control the rewards by making it an online server issue where they divvy out what you deserve at any given time instead of making it a set amount of stuff every single time.
The weird thing is about the towers, though, is that at least the classic towers, for what I understand, all you get in there are coins. The green skulls, I don't know how to get them, but you get them. I think you get like 10 per win. You just get them. And then you get the hearts by doing fatalities or brutalities.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how you get hearts. Okay. You do fatalities is the easiest way.
Like I said, I had like 17. I don't know how I got them.
Yeah, I think you do fatalities, brutalities, maybe crushing blows does it too. But I noticed when I started doing fatalities, you get them. But like, those should be set. Like, there should be a way for they need to fix it. I don't even know if they can, because it's probably built into the structure of the game, where if I'm playing offline, just like in the story mode, make these like you will always get these. Yeah. I understand Tower of Time. You want to make that the RNG kind of thing. You know, if you do this and you want to rotate it, I understand that. I can deal with Towers of Time. The Crypt, I think in the Kombat Cast they said like all the chests are the same. It's just that for each player, the chests are in different locations. So like subs, mask, maybe on this part of the island for you, but on the other players for them. That's dumb. Just put everything in one spot.
Also, like, if it's set for you, there should be no reason to go online for that because it's not randomized at that point.
Right,
it's just
exactly.
For you than it is for someone else.
Right.
But it's still set. So why do you have to go online?
Right.
That's not RNG. That's not how that works.
That would have been so awesome to be able to play the Crypt offline and explore Shang Tsung's island while on the go, even though it looks like a piece of turd.
Well, yeah. It's so fun to play. Like,
it's great. It's fun. But like,
seeing the comparison was really upsetting.
Oh my god, it's so
I didn't know.
So pretty on the PS4 version. Like, it's so pretty. But like, it's like, again, and it sucks because like I have plenty of games to play, so I'm not okay. Fine, I can just play Golf Story while I'm on my way to work. I can deal with that, and just MK11 will be my home. But like, I feel bad for people who had a choice, like naming Justin. I feel bad because I kept goading Justin to buy the Switch version to fight me, and then they did this.
I was tempted anyway. Sure. Although I didn't know Thomas was going to get it on PC, so now
I didn't know either because it was just like I got a random coupon code that made me get it for 58 Canadian dollars, which was pretty good. So I figured, hey, might as well get it.
Dang it, I could have fought Thomas, and I could beat him.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So like, it's just like, I mean, I guess MK11 will just be my console that I play only in dock because I have a LAN adapter. I don't even trust it to play on handheld mode because I was playing Liu Kang's Challenge arcade mode, 8 fights. I could figure I can do 8 fights in 30 minutes. The connection lost. I lost the connection, and then boom, out of tower, and I felt so depressed. I'm like, why? Like, if arcade mode didn't give you rewards, I would have just played arcade mode. You know, I would have been fine with that. I'm like, okay, fine. If you didn't even tempt me with rewards or leveling up, or at least fix it to where the game somehow remembers that you got it, like the tutorial stuff, and then you can receive those rewards once you reconnect online. That's how it should be done for the Switch version, and maybe other versions too. I don't know.
But also, like, my practice modes that I did, like when I first started playing at work that first day, I didn't get anything for those. It showed me getting stuff when I completed matches. When I got home and synced it to Wi-Fi, I had nothing.
You didn't say anything in notifications?
I mean, I didn't know about notifications.
Oh, right. I didn't tell you about that till later. I didn't discover that. Oh, that's right. My bad.
But I assume like it would stay. But no, all I had was the story rewards, which I don't even need story rewards because I was at home playing story. Why would I need to sync that?
Right.
So it was really weird anyway, because I would keep going back in, and I would find more story rewards that I apparently missed because I wasn't connected, but I was only playing story at home on my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So it was still jank.
Yeah, it's like, why couldn't they make story modes and arcade modes rewards set?
Right.
And crit modes set? Like, come on, guys.
It's just weird. It's a mobile game philosophy for a AAA full-priced game.
Yeah, I don't know to blame. I don't know who to blame. Is it NRS or is it Warner Brothers? It's
definitely Warner Brothers.
I think it's it's like fuck, because like the community guys, like they look so remorseful.
Yeah.
Like when they had to, like, because there is a patch coming out that's supposed to fix Towers of Time, where like the amount of bullshit you have to deal with in terms of like missiles or stuff like that's supposed to be lessened, rewards is supposed to be increased. Just like, remember the philosophy. And maybe this is me being an old man right now. If your game is if your game is good and MK11 is good enough, people will play the fucking game. People will, if the crypt was just you run around, you did fights, and you go to the crypt and you lock shit, people will play that, and you don't have to coerce them by the ear to play your damn modes.
Yeah.
If it's fun enough, people will play. If you make it unfun, where it's just frustrating, where the core mechanics you're learning are no longer thrown out the window, nobody's gonna want to play it. It's the reverse. It was the reverse of what they wanted to happen.
Yeah. Like, we should move on from this topic. But
yeah.
My final little note is, like, one of my friends who was also super excited about the game, he pre-ordered the premium edition. He never pre-orders games, but he pre-ordered this one because he loves Mortal Kombat. Got it on, I think, PS4. He was mad that I didn't get it on PS4. I was like, I don't play it anymore. And read about all the stuff. Like, he was trying to go, like, in, like without looking at anything, having anything spoiled, all that stuff. The game was like close to release, and his pre-order was already locked in, and he started reading about all the negative stuff, like from reviews and stuff about the microtransactions that weren't, detailed beforehand, that they just kind of dropped on everyone at release. And he got really bad, and he's like, well, like, I already bought the game. Like, I own it now, but I have no desire to play it. Like, this stuff has ruined the game for him. Even though he owns it, it's just going to sit there, and he's probably not going to play it. Because he has, he couldn't get out of it at that point.
Yeah.
So it's like, that sucks. Like, they got their money, but for a games of service, which this Mortal Kombat should not be, again, this is not Destiny. Like, the grind there is not to the point where, like, it can sustain games as service.
No, not a fighting game, no.
Right. It's competitive. It's not, like, evolving like those other games are. But yeah, he's like, I'll just play like my backlog, and maybe eventually I'll like go through the story or something, but I don't care anymore. Like, for a game he was going to be his game of the year, like we talked about it constantly. He just checked out.
Yeah. And
that's super depressing.
Yeah. Which is a shame, because like the core game and at least the online on PS4, Switch was kind of rough.
Yeah.
Like on other consoles, like it's nice and it works well on other consoles, but it's going to be black marked by this.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they can fix it like Street Fighter V, but it's not a good start.
It took Capcom 3 fucking years to do that shit. Let's hope it doesn't take nearly as long.
They've said that they see this game having a long life, and that it probably won't have like a complete edition or whatever for a while.
We'll see.
So,
I'm in.
The games of service thing, then I could see them like adding, like putting out like balance updates and things like that over time, like maybe putting new things into the crypt as they go and all that stuff, like finding that sweet spot.
All while charging you, except for balance patches, they charge you for that. People will fucking riot.
Right.
But like all while charging you for another season pass.
They better not.
Oh, they will. But I'm in. I mean, like
The current season pass is supposedly for 6 characters.
yeah.
We'll see what happens after that.
It's already, by the way, it's already $10 off at retail.
Yeah, I've been seeing that too.
Already.
Well, I saved like nearly $30 on buying it day one. So.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Like, I don't feel bad for buying it 100 because I'm guaranteed all that stuff that I'm getting, but like, God, I've never been this much of a mixed reaction on a fighting game in quite a while.
Yeah, I've never been so excited about something and then so disappointed. Actually, that's not true. Kingdom Hearts 3.
That happened this year too.
Yeah, that was the last game I bought full price. Man, it's not a good year for games so far.
Speaking of not a good year for games, you got Anthem.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
The game's not dead yet.
No, it's still going.
It's close.
Nah, it's still going.
It's close.
I'll just talk about the updates first, and then we'll talk about the roadmap after. So they came out with an update end of April. Came out with a new stronghold for players to play. I've completed the Critical Path main story, which I can't complete, by the way, because I have a bug where the Critical Path mission I'm on, it doesn't show any of my progress for what I'm doing. So I can't tell what I have to do to complete the critical mission that I'm on. So I'm fucked. I thought this update was going to fix that. Did not, absolutely did not do that. So I still don't know what I have to do. They also had the ability to select contracts from the start of an expedition screen rather than go into the individual contract boards. That's good. Quality of life update. Had the ability to launch a new mission from the end of expedition. Another thing, you can just go right back into the game. Added the ability to access Forge missions, strongholds, and free play. Access the Forge. So you can now swap out your weapons and gear and stuff, so that's good. I haven't tested that yet. I don't know if it works for javelins, but it says at least gear, so. And then there's a whole other list of stuff that they've added and fixed and made gameplay balances too. You can take a look at their patch notes for that. But the actual roadmap itself has been delayed, and they haven't really talked about what's going to happen going forward. Because they had a whole roadmap when the game came out. Act 1, 2, and I think 3. They had 3 acts. The other 2 are locked, and the first one was supposed to come at the end of April and beginning of May. And the only thing that we've really gotten from that was the Sunken Cells, which is the stronghold. They're still missing quite a few things like new items, Shaper Surge, Outlaw Outrage, Dominion Takeover, and Scar Infestation. That's the things that were listed for April. For May 2019, the only thing they really have here is new Cortex missions, free play event, new items rewards, and Cataclysm starts. So, yeah, it's not looking good. They've only really delivered on one of the things out of the 6 things in April. Yeah. I don't know if you want to add anything more to that, Justin.
There's just not much this game is doing.
Did y'all buy this game? I don't know.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I got the yearly subscription.
Okay.
Yeah. So my problem with this is like a lot of they announced a lot of stuff, they released a lot of stuff. I think some of this that you mentioned is not actually coming out yet.
Yeah, I said only the Sunken Cells is the only thing that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So they basically they came out and said oh yeah, here's all the stuff we announced. It's not coming. Sorry. And the fact that the game's a service means that it needs to always be evolving. Mm-hmm. That's the thing that that's why Fortnite, for example, has been so successful.
Yeah.
Because for one, it's free to play, so anyone can play it and jump in.
And also, they deliver on what they say.
Yeah, and every month or 2, the game is evolving.
Yeah.
And we'll get to it in a little bit. And say what you will about it, but it is a very successful free to play microtransaction model.
It gets you coming back.
Yeah, and I respect it. Say what you will about buying battle passes and stuff, but paying $60 for a game versus buying $10 or $20 or whatever in a game every few months, that's viable when you are playing that game for that whole time.
Yeah, or you don't even
Anthem-
have to buy battle passes if you just want to play
Well,
the
yeah,
game.
you can, but I'm just saying like that they put that out as an option,
Right.
and that's the only purchasable thing as far as I know. But with Anthem, it's like they made this free to play game, or not free to play, but this like games and
Should've been
service
free-to-play.
game that they thought was going to be the next Destiny, but
No,
they
they didn't. They said
created-
Diablo.
well, okay, fair. Destiny. But it was full priced, and they've put out like no new content for it, which it barely had any content from the start. It wasn't like they had a fully fleshed out story mode or anything. Like at least Mortal Kombat 11 had that.
Yeah, right.
And now everything that they were talking about putting out, which still isn't really more story content or like actual like fleshing out of the game, is being delayed. And they've put out what, like one new mission a month or something like that.
The
Like,
game's only
it's
been out
not
for like 2 months.
Good.
Yeah.
I think it
3
came out
months.
oh yeah, February. I
Three
guess that's
months.
I thought it was or maybe that
No, it was February. It was like late.
February.
Well, considering that convoluted ass had release date that they had.
Right. I literally don't know when it came out. But the point, I mean, like the article here, like makes it sound a lot more dire than it is. Like, oh, is this the end of Anthem? Like, it's been out 2 months. Cool your
that's
jets.
just like someone trying to make a name for
Hey,
themselves.
people proclaim MVCI dead within a month. So
Well,
fair,
it was.
fair game to Anthem.
That's a fighting game.
But like when they announced the game, they had no like real like longevity to the game from the start. Like there was no talk about like what the long-term goals for the game were.
No, they had a discussion of long-term goals. They like I said, they had that action plan. It's just that they didn't deliver on it. That's the thing.
I guess that's fine.
Yeah. Like Destiny, like say what you want to say about Destiny, but they at least have like an action plan, and that's always
Right.
available for you to look at. And it'll, even when it gets closer to that season, it'll actually list out the days that things will drop, and they actually drop. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know. Nothing about this sounds good.
yeah.
And like the fact that being able to switch out your inventory on the fly is like an exciting feature that was still delayed is not a good sign.
I wasn't even expecting them to fix that, but I don't
Right.
expect this to be the death of Anthem, but it's not
Well,
looking
it'll
good.
just-
There's
yeah.
going to be more stuff. Like they've actually had, like I said, they had Act 2 and 3, so they're still planning to like make stuff for it and update it throughout the year. But like it's not a good look.
Yeah, it's no Fallout 76. It's more like a Sea of Thieves. It's functional, but what
Sure.
are you doing there?
I'll take that.
Even Sea of Thieves is more successful than Anthem.
True.
Well, at this point, but it's been but at the start of release, I think Anthem would be a more interesting game to play on, at least for a single player person. Because
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves at the beginning was like, if you're on your own, you're fucked.
What do I do? Oh, get mauled by parents. Yay.
Just get griefed over and over. Yay. All right. Moving
Yeah.
on to another games as service, we have Fortnite here. Fortnite continues to tease another Avengers crossover.
It's been announced.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's that's what it's I was gonna say Thor, not Thor. What's his
It's
face?
basically a team versus team mode. That has it's actually a really cool mode. Like it kind of makes me want to play Fortnite again, even though I just deleted it from my Switch. I didn't room for Mortal Kombat 11, unfortunately. So there's one team that has like basically all Avengers parts. So they have like Captain America's shield, Hawkeye's bow, Thor's Stormbreaker axe, Iron Man's repulsor gauntlets,
That sounds awesome.
Black Widow's batons, whatever.
Electric batons, yeah.
Yeah. And probably some other stuff, I'm not sure. And then the other team is made up of a bunch of Chitauri soldiers. And their goal is to find the 6 Infinity Stones.
Ooh.
So once they whoever finds all 6 becomes Thanos. And the rest basically support Thanos in taking out the Avengers. But once it's really so cool to explain.
I want to play this.
Yeah. Once they find all 6 Infinity Stones, the heroes will no longer be able to respawn. So up until then, they can die and keep respawning, whatever, just, deal with it. But But once the other team finds all 6, it's basically just a goal to track down all of the remaining heroes because they can't respawn anymore.
That's so awesome. It's like
a really cool mode.
It becomes like that Friday 13th game where you have to hide away from Jason.
Yeah, kind of. So there actually there's benefits to having each individual stone too. So the Reality Stone doubles health and shields. The Soul Stone activates a siphon, which grants Thanos shields. I don't know what that means. The Mind Stone doubles jump height. None of these seem to make sense. The Space Stone allows ground pound AoE size to be tripled.
You should be able to teleport.
Right.
Yeah, that's weird. Because there's like
and the higher jump should be the Space Stone or whatever.
Yeah. There's portals in Fortnite. I know they've put portals in previous maps. So you think they would have been able to that's a portal button.
I know. The Time Stone adds a big knockback to each hit.
This makes no sense.
And the Power Stone has 6 times laser damage.
That kind of makes sense, but the ground pound makes sense more.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I want to be Thanos. I want to take down the Avengers.
But I
have a Thanos event for Infinity War, and that Thanos is the same Thanos. The powers and everything are the same. They've just added the Avengers side in this new mode, which is super cool.
I'm gonna give that a try.
Yeah, this new mode sounds pretty cool. As someone that hates Fortnite,
squad up, boys, let's go.
Maybe we'll be able to get some time Sunday to play it, when I get back. Yeah. I don't see how long it goes for. It just says for a limited time, but it's live now, and it's super cool. The hero team must destroy Thanos and his army using mythic-grade Avengers items such as the Stormbreaker or Captain America's shield. The team will be provided with a treasure map that shows where one item is, but further Avengers equipment must be found in chests across the map. Sorry, I've had a lot of whiskey. So yeah, one team is the Avengers and one team is Thanos and his Chitauri warriors.
This is going to be the best Avengers game in forever.
I mean, Ultimate Alliance has come... Well, yeah, okay, up until now, but yeah.
Right, yeah.
My bad. I'm too hyped for that game.
Yeah, this is super cool. What a great Avengers tie-in.
Way better than the last year one where you just became Thanos.
Right? And could dance. Which, made for some cool gifs, but still.
Yeah, that was fun.
Speaking of a neat game, we have Tamarin, adorable adventure game from the classic Rare devs announced.
He's so cute.
It's a cute little fluff ball running through a maze of fire.
Like a little monkey. I think. I don't know. This looks like another of the... I assume you didn't read the story, so I'll just take over.
Yeah, of course.
This looks like another one of those, the revival of 3D platformers that probably won't be as good as it actually looks.
Oh.
Damn.
Hey.
Ukulele, why you gotta do them so raw?
I mean, only 2 games so far have done 3D platforming right so far.
Recently?
Yeah, Odyssey and Hat in Time? Question mark?
Oh, okay, and also Funk Unplugged was pretty good.
I don't know what that is, so I couldn't count that one. But I'll let you count that one. Which one?
Funk Unplugged.
I don't remember. Did I play that?
We've done multiple coverage things on that.
Well, I don't know if he played it though.
I don't think I played it. That's why.
Yeah, no, you were part of the gameplay.
No,
it was me and you that did the video.
Yeah, I didn't. I've never been part of a gameplay video for the site. No.
Oh, we made fun of Ben. That's right.
Yeah,
maybe that's what we did.
You do that every day, so
it's really hard to forget.
Kind of hard. Yeah, exactly.
Ben was part of it,
but okay, we can go. There you go. There's 3. There you go. Only 3 games have gotten it right.
Okay. Anyway, Funk Unplugged was dope. And yeah, so there's a new developer called Chameleon Games, which was made up by a bunch of former Rare people. And they're making a game about an agile monkey set in a Nordic setting. So I guess they kind of wanted to bring Nordic culture to life with this game, which is pretty cool. It says...
How do we take God of War, but make it cute?
Kind of. It says, a lot of species are going extinct and their natural habitat is being lost, and I have always wished to make a game series inspired by the most wonderful species and scenery on Earth. Tamarin combines cute characters, beautiful locations, a catchy soundtrack, and a combination of fun, exploratory platforming and action shooter gameplay into something that appeals to a wide multi-gender demographic. So it sounds very woke. But yeah, it's an all-star cast from Rare's golden era to help execute this creative vision for Tamarin and recapture the style and magical experiences Rare was famous for.
Remember the last time Rare devs got together to make a video game?
That was different Rare devs, the bad ones apparently. So yeah, it's being handled by those who helped create characters like Banjo-Kazooie, Diddy Kong, and Battletoads, with Donkey Kong 64 artist Richard Walker leading art production. Donkey Kong Country composer David Weiss is working on the game's music, with killer sound effects by Graham Norgate, known for his work on GoldenEye 007 and Killer Instinct. Tamarin is coming to PS4 via the PlayStation Store and PC via Steam for $30 American dollars, with a deluxe edition including the game soundtrack for $40. Pre-orders are available now via Tamarin's official website, with access to the game with a 10% discount, free Tamarin wallpapers, cheat codes, and more. There's not a lot of information, like there's no trailer or anything yet. There's just a few images. It doesn't look like a traditional like paired up platformer or anything. It seems like it's just the monkey, and like he has some friends, like a little bird and like a butterfly and stuff. But like the gameplay just shows the monkey going around. But it's really pretty. Like it's got a good art style. It's described as an interconnected 3D world with primate platforming. I mean, you're a monkey, sure. And bug splattering shooter action. Tamarin lets players journey into northern wilderness through forests, fjords, and mountains. Reading is hard. Players will encounter mysterious electrical fireflies, a secret underground world of dancing ants, innocent birds that need rescuing, and more, in an attempt to rescue the Tamarin's once idyllic natural habitat.
There's too many bugs in this game. I'm not playing it.
You would hate.
Those
you would have hated the Sega Saturn game called Bug and Bug 2. You would have hated it. They were good games.
That's not a bug. It channels the energy of 3D platformer classics and explorative Metroidvania shooters. The game revolves around pollution and destruction from ever-expanding insects that forces the monkey to fight for his family's survival. So yeah, it's like Fern Gully, the game. I basically read this entire article like in various orders, but I'm still a sucker for the classic 3D platformer. I don't know. And thinking about like Rare as a developer, like as a developer studio, I should say, like still gives me hope. So the people that made those classics, maybe they can do it again. And the Metroidvania tag makes me think like, oh, he's gonna get stronger as he goes and like be able to access new areas. Like that's super cool. I'm easy to please. But also this game is probably not going to be that good because it's $30.
Yeah, there's good budget titles out there.
There are. But they usually have some sacrifices.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah.
Just like indie stuff is usually not,
Yeah, but indie stuff can get a lot away with pixel art if they're good.
No, I mean like indie stuff isn't priced at a high price.
That's it's like $15-$20 at the most.
This
maybe
is an indie
25.
game. It's not a AAA game.
Well, it's like Setsuna. It's like that kind of thing. It sounds to me. Where it's like it's not quite super big, but it's not as small. It's in that middle ground, which that's kind of cool. But whatever.
I just hope, like, as far as platformers go, this is more.
It functions.
Platformer action games, I should say.
The camera
this
works.
Is more like Hat in Time than Troll and I.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just want the camera to work and for the world to actually be interesting. Because you can put all that text and like say all you want, but I just hope the world's interesting.
Right. But we need some new original IPs that aren't Knack.
Knack was all right.
What was it?
It's you could do better, but you could do worse.
Hmm.
I'd play Knack over ukulele.
Yeah, you can play Knack 2.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I heard Knack 2 was better.
Fuck it, just go play your Super Mario Odyssey. Get your eyes off that again.
That's a good ass game.
Or Hat in Time. It's got some DLC coming. It's not a story that we have, but it has some DLC coming.
Yeah, I can't wait for that Switch version so much.
Isn't it out?
Not yet. I don't think so.
Oh.
They've announced that the DLC's coming to Switch as well, but the Switch version is
out. They were announcing the DLC.
No, not yet. I would have bought that shit already. I've been playing that. Yeah, I can't wait.
Story?
I'm just looking at the Switch release. Apparently, it was February 13th it came out.
What, Hat in Time?
For Switch?
What? No.
I
would have seen. No, I would have seen that shit.
That's what I see. Anyways.
All right, I'm calling. Whatever.
We only have one news story left, and it's not very interesting. It's just the new DC Comics game called Outlaws to be revealed tomorrow.
That's weird.
We'll talk about it next week when it gets revealed.
Well, I mean, there's theories.
Okay.
It's the Switch soon. Okay. Anyway, yeah, no, I mean, there's been rumors for a long time that what are they? What's their names? The Arkham people.
Rocksteady,
thank you. That they've been making something new for a long time, and that they were doing like a Suicide Squad game that got canceled, and like the development shifted to something else after Suicide Squad failed in theaters and stuff like that. So like this Outlaws game would actually make sense as kind of like a retooled Suicide Squad game. I don't know why they would choose
award-winning
Outlaws.
Suicide Squad.
Because, yeah, I know. I don't know why they would choose Outlaws, because that's not a well-known property, and they could do like Justice League or something instead. But
maybe they feel they have more freedom with a property that's not as well known.
I guess, yeah, maybe. But I want to finally know what NetherRealm was working, or not NetherRealm. Dang it.
we thought
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady, thank you. I don't know why I get those confused.
It's the other Rocksteady. It's the other RS game or RS dev.
But like, there's a logo here. Like the Wayne Enterprise building is in the background.
Yep.
People are freaking out because it says DC Comics and Epic Games. Like, oh, it's gonna be an Epic Store exclusive.
Yeah, I hope it is. Just to fucking people get pissed off again.
It's probably just made with the Epic.
No, I realize that, but I hope it is.
Yeah.
I hope it is.
But no, if this is true, we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, fucking
as
bitches.
This recording, so you'll already know. But we're dating ourselves. Whatever.
You know more than us at this point.
Probably, yeah. How's the future? Did Trump kill us all already? Wait, how are you listening to this then? Are we the last iPhone you found in the post-apocalypse wasteland? Probably.
iPhones are stupid, so.
Speaking of iPhones and post-apocalyptic wasteland, I watched that movie last night with the Mortal Realms. Not Mortal
Eternal Engines?
Mortal
Engines?
Mortal Engines, where they have freaking iPhones as like archaeological.
Oh yeah, they do. That's pretty good. That was a good scene.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Also, the guy from Umbrella Academy is in it, and he's super wasted because he's great and he deserves better than just being like the leading male.
Oh, the big guy?
No. Robert Sheehan.
I don't know who that is.
Hugo Weaving's also in it too.
Yeah, he is. Him and his luscious hair.
Yeah.
No, but Robert Sheehan's great. He was in Misfits and he was in Umbrella Academy. He's like the druggy one.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, he was fun.
He's great. He's hilarious.
Okay.
And Mortal Engines just makes him the straight man, which is stupid.
Yeah.
But I am happy for him to have more work, so it's fine.
All right, let's get out of here and go watch the next Marvel movie.
Let's all go see Captain America and Iron Man die. That's not a spoiler.
I just bought
although
I've
it
been
might be
for a little while because we want to do a Harry Potter rewatch, and the 8-film Blu-ray series was on Amazon for 55% off, so I bought it. So
nice.
we're gonna watch Endgame on Friday, the culmination of 10 years of movies, and then we're gonna start a Harry Potter rewatch on Saturday. How lame is that?
Oof. That's
Go
3
from
hours. Those are like 3 hour movies, aren't they?
Marvel to old Harry Potter.
That'll be fun.
Have
It
fun
will
with
be.
that early 2000s as CGI, brother.
I know.
The Harry Potter one's not so bad.
No, the first two movies are actually mostly practical, so it's really fun.
Yeah.
Like Chris Columbus did some really good work on those.
I like Chamber of Secrets. That was the one that movie actually got me to reading the books.
No, the wizard chess in the first one, super solid.
I didn't really get invested in the first one. I just like the mystery aspect.
Oh no,
of the
that is the
second
second one, isn't it?
one. It's been too long since I've seen or read those books.
'Cause it's one of the things that gets into the chamber. I think I don't remember. Yeah, it's been too long.
It's the one with the journal.
No, that's
Chamber of Secrets. Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Tom
Maybe
Riddle and his journal.
Right. No, isn't
Yeah.
it? Right.
Yeah, I don't remember the first movie.
The first
There's
one
a-
is just like it's basically he's just learning about the school again, and like they find that underground cavern, and that's where all the puzzles are.
But is that where the wizard's chess is?
I
don't
don't
remember.
think so. I think that's the
I just
one with
remember
the
a big ass
mirror.
dog in the first one. That's all I remember. And the
Yeah,
spiders.
They have to get past the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the Cerberus is there. Yep.
Okay, then that's the wizard's chess. Because they get past the Cerberus and then they do the wizard's chess. There's 3 stages. And then they go down to where
There's the key,
Pearl-
the chessboard, and then the final test.
I remember the chessboard. That was awesome.
That's what I was talking about. The wizard's chess.
Oh, I thought you meant.
like actual like physical chess.
I thought you meant like a chest that you open up for some
Yeah, that's
reason.
what we thought. Yeah.
Chess.
It sounded like you were saying with the T, not an S, my brother.
The way it comes over the internet, it adds like an extra sound
Like,
to
what are you
it.
talking about?
Come over your internet.
All right, let's end the show.
Yeah.
Justin, where can the people find you?
You can find me if you look up Zero Score on various parts of the internet, like YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Reddit, maybe. I mean, if you're on Reddit and want to stalk me, I guess. I finished my Mortal Kombat video that I was talking about last week, and I really enjoyed it.
Good.
Not many people watched it, so please do that. I put a lot of work into it. And my wife actually agreed to be part of it, so that's something. She doesn't do that very often.
That's a seal of approval if I've ever heard one.
It is. I don't think she understands the context of the stuff she did, but she still did it, so,
Ben.
Twitter.com/MarvelSiggy, but I'm not really tweeting that much because my ass is off of Twitter because I will not let any of you fucking heathens spoil Endgame for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not on the.
notifications. I'm not actually using Twitter.
Yeah. So yeah, but again, when I come back, when I tweet out on Monday after I see Endgame and go, that was fucking it, because I'm probably gonna do something stupid like that, just to piss people off. But yeah, after Monday, when this podcast goes live, I'll be back. But I'm not there. I'm not dead. I even tweeted out. I'm not tweeting anymore. Actually, it feels nice not having Twitter on my phone. It feels nice. Yeah, I deleted it because that temptation is too fucking real, dude.
Yeah. I've just been on Reddit because I know the Marvel subreddit is actually doing really well at like monitoring everything so that Reddit's safe.
Yeah. No, you know how I know any game would be spoiled for me if I was on Twitter? A fucking meme picture. And knowing my dumbass, because I know how to put context together, unlike some motherfuckers, I'll know what that shit means.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not trusting anybody.
There's like no context spoilers. That
Oh,
people
fuck
put
that.
out.
Yeah, I hate that. Although the games, people, please, when I come back to Twitter, please keep with the Game of Thrones memes. I don't watch the show, but those memes are fucking hilarious. I love them.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the brand ones.
Oh, the brand ones are great. I saw one where where Daenerys, I guess. Should I talk about it? No, I'm not gonna talk about it because that's fucked up. I shouldn't talk about it.
No, I've got one that's like totally not like related to anything. It was like a little video gif, whatever, of a dog that like follows the camera like through every window,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like that, that like nobody, and then blank, and then like Bran stuck at Winterfell. And it's just like
my
a
favorite
dog in every single window as the cameraman.
My favorite has been the
Watching
thing that's
everyone.
running around of Daenerys with that. Is it like that squinted like questioning face?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that. Like
Yeah, that's
it
the
reminds
latest
you
one.
of Thor's of like, is he there?
My favorite one has been the Giant's Milk one.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's great. Like I said, I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I keep up with it through memes, and it's super fucking funny. I never want to watch the show, but I love the memes.
Why not?
God
The
bless you
Arya
all.
memes are pretty good too.
You like the Lord of the Rings? Why don't you watch?
Because I pretty much know what happens. There's no point. There's no point for me to watch it at this point.
And The Lord of the Rings is much more high fantasy than Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is actually extremely grounded, despite
it
like
is.
dragons and White
Well,
Walkers.
Dragons.
It's grounded with dragons.
Well, we were talking about this at work recently. It's like there's very little magic. You don't see dragons really.
I mean, there's
that
titty,
much.
but I want to see like Game of Thrones titty. I just go to Pornhub for that shit.
Right. There's parodies.
I'll be like the actual scenes. So I just
It's
wanna
like
watch-
like a
Oh,
high fantasy realm, but the high fantasy stuff is starting to die down. I guess you could talk about.
It's never really been there. That's the thing. Like the White Walkers have been looming.
I
The
think
dragons are there, but they're not really like that big of a deal.
I think in the
The
past
only magic is
the dragons used to be like a lot more prominent though. Like haven't they talked about that in the past?
I read the first book, and I remember them talking about it.
Anyways,
Because dragons used to be everywhere.
yeah, that's what I
the thing.
meant.
The time period that Game of Thrones exists in is not very high fantasy.
Yeah. That's what
It's mostly a
that's what I
war
meant.
drama, like a war family drama.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant. Was that like
Incest.
you used to have all that old
Lots of
like,
incest.
Yeah. Maybe the new series, like the spin-off series that takes place like 1,000 years ago or whatever, maybe that'll be more high fantasy. I don't know.
because this seems like it's in that age of like dying down of magic.
Yeah.
Anyways, you can find me on
We're still
Twitter.
on topic.
CSG Thomas on Twitter. You can also check us out here at tryshut.com. We're also on Spotify now, so you can subscribe there, get our podcast there. Leave a review for us wherever podcast may be. And until then, guys, enjoy your games.
Bran is watching. Bran is watching. Is that a thing? That's a thing.